Hello there, how are we doing? Yeah, I'm back again. Suppose I've done a video on this browser last week, but the hay fever and that's been quite bad, so I've been sort of croaking and coughing and spluttering. So anyway, so basically back again. We're going to have a look at the Omnisphere browser. This is just part one of two, so this is going to be a brief sort of overview basically. So there's several ways of getting into the patch browser itself, so without further ado, I'm going to jump out the way and then we'll get on and I'll show you around. So, okay, so the first thing you're going to come across is the patch browser on this side, which is a slimmed down version of the main one. Okay, so you've got categories, type, genre, complexity. Up top here is your directory. This is where you would either select all Spectrasonics, then you can narrow it down. The bottom part here is sharing. This is where your user directories would be. That is to say the third party purchased add-on libraries. Just to give you an idea, this is by Matt Bodler, the Unfinished Amara this is. So I'm going to use this as an example. So then we can actually then select with the typing keyboard. We can go up and down as well. Okay. We can actually preview. Let's see. That's quite loud, isn't it? What's going on there? Let's turn that down a bit, shall we? Let's turn it down a bit. A bit too loud, that is. What is going on there? That's why. Right, okay. Let's try that. Right. That's better. Yeah. I don't make anyone jump, do we? Alright, so basically, up the top here is the multi. This is where your multi-browser would be. It's the same sort of principle as what I'm going to show you in a moment. Okay, these are the multis only, so it's quite kind of specialised, I guess. Okay, so the next one is the main one is this is the patch browser. So you've got again category. This is the full version of the one you just saw. So you've got categories. Okay. So you've got types, and you can actually change these. So you can have mood, for example, from all to triumphant. Genre. So different genres, of course. You can do author. So in this case, obviously, be unfinished. You can do complexity on this one. You can swap these around, of course. So this is this one here. This library is pretty much quite new to me. It's a lovely library. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to swap over to all Spectrasonics and show you this. So in here, what you can do is you can actually select these sounds, and then the important thing is to remember is over here is your you can actually star these according to your favourites. So as you go through the different searches, you can actually give them sort of 2 or 3 stars. So if you're using them all the time, different ones, for example, in my case, like this one here. That's gone that way now. Let's just turn it up a little bit. It's better. Okay, so just give it a quick taste of that. That's obviously Spectrasonics. So these are my favourites here. Again, you can sort them by features, ratings, A to Z, Z to A, recent user, MIDI learned. So you've got all those features as well. Okay, so yeah, so you can scroll up and down on there if you wanted to. Highly recommend that you actually do look through these, because the actual sound library of Omnisphere is absolutely massive. Yeah, so it's a really good idea to actually just go through the sounds that you use all the time and give them a star rating, and use the star rating to actually slim down your list of sounds, because otherwise it can get really frustrating, and you know, it can be really quite involved. It can. So okay, yeah, so that's basically there. Obviously I don't really get involved in this, but this is your file directory where the actual sounds live. The main one is the attributes. Okay, the other one is actually within the sample itself. There's a little folder here. Okay, same idea, but this is now the sound source. So these are the actual sounds that combine, or they're separate to make up the overall sound of the patch. Okay, so that's that one. So again, we can come out of there. We've got different layers as well, but we'll come to that at some point or another. Okay, so that one is pretty much whirlwind tour, I think, on that one. Like I say, you can actually sort through them, different types and things. Okay, and it's well worth spending some time to do that. And yeah, just have, you know, go through it, have loads of fun. But like I say, on my previous video, the actual download of Omnisphere is very well worth to install it onto an external drive, because I think it's about 50 or 60 gigs or something like that. It's a fair old, you know, big library. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the moment. In the second part we'll have a look a bit more detail, and then we'll move on and show you the features of the sound lock, and all the sort of, you know, exciting things we can do with that as well. So yeah, as I say, coming back over again, as I say, it's a fantastic library. Omnisphere is a great synth to use. As I mentioned before, you can actually create a whole track using just Omnisphere and the sounds within, and it's well worth taking the time to explore it as well. Okay, and then later on I'll show you where the manual is as well, because that would be another important thing to read as well as you use Omnisphere. Yeah, so anyway, that's it for me for now, and bye for now. I'll see you next time for the second part, and we'll have a look in a little bit more detail, and that's it. Bye for now.